Morning, welcome to my weekly weigh-in. I thought I'd do things different this week. Normally I include my weigh-in as part of my what I eat in a day, but I know a lot of people do it separately, so I thought I might give it a go. So yeah, I weighed last week, and I'd maintained for the past 2 weeks. I'd weighed in at 12 stone, desperately wanting half a pound just to get me into the next stone bracket. Obviously wanted more than that. So if I look back over this week, how have I done? Well, actually, I think I've done really well. I think apart from, was it Saturday night or Sunday night? One of the nights at the weekend where I did have extra treats, I did have a bit of a blowout. Even then it wasn't a crazy blowout, but I had extra treats because I wasn't feeling very well and just felt like I needed the extra bit of boost really. But apart from that, I was within my sins. I had several days where I was fairly low on sins. Stuck to plan, exercised every day. I didn't run this week, but that's fine. I've been doing workouts about an hour anyway, so it shouldn't make any difference, and I walk a lot, so my activities in there. So yeah. So how did I do this week? Well, I stepped on the scales this morning. In fact, I stepped on the scales several times this morning. My scales seem to weigh different every single time I step on them, but I've taken the lowest because why not? And I need it this week. I need that boost, and I shall insert a picture here. So yeah, this week I weighed in at 11.13, so that's a pound loss. So I'm in the next stone bracket and I'm delighted. It did take several attempts to get to, it was 11.13 yesterday. When I stepped on today, it kept switching. My scales do not show half a pound. It only shows you the pound, so it'll fluctuate. If you're on a half pound, it'll fluctuate between the two weights. But I consistently did get sort of 3 weighs with it on 11.13. So I'm taking it. I'm taking that as being 11.13. So I'm happy that I've got into the stone bracket. I do think that my loss should have been more. I do think I deserve more. I don't think one evening of a few extra bits of chocolate and a few treats warranted not having a £2 or £3 loss this week, but maybe it's an age thing, I don't know. But my weight loss has definitely slowed down considerably, and I'm not quite sure why. I think maybe this week I need to throw a couple of SP days in, but I've not done SP days since I've done Slim World this time around. So I need to really investigate and perhaps watch some other people's videos of what they do on SP days so I can kind of get the hang of it again. I know the consultants aren't that keen on SP, so I don't think if I spoke to Margaret and asked her about it, she'd actually give me much help. But I might give that a go. So we'll see how we feel this week. Looking back over the past week, I've had a few nice meals. The stuffed meatballs I really enjoyed. What else did I make this week? Trying to think back to what else we had. There's a few disappointing meals. The gammon and egg meal, it was actually really tasty, but it was just a bit disappointing. I did turn down McDonald's. I turned down Chippy Chips. So I feel that I've done everything I could to get a decent weight loss. Yeah, what other meals did I make this week? Let me just check my diary. Yeah, I'd forgotten about the breakfast quiche. The breakfast quiche was amazing. I really, really enjoyed that. That was a really nice dinner. Completely forgot I'd made that. So yeah, I did have some nice meals this week. I'm just wondering whether, obviously Ewan's birthday was on the 22nd, which was the Monday. So that could still be affecting my weight loss this week, I guess, because it can be 2 weeks, can't it, on your weight loss. So maybe next week it will show on the scales. I know there are people out there like me that are struggling a little bit at the moment with understanding why the weight isn't shifting. And sometimes our bodies just have to do that to adjust. It might be because I'm doing these workouts that my weight will stay like it is for a bit until I build my muscle, and then once I've built my muscle and I start to, my metabolic rate changes, it will just suddenly go down. I don't know. But anyway, a loss is a loss. I've lost a pound and I'm focused on having a good week this week. There are still lots of treats in the house, which I'm trying to avoid. But yeah, I shall see you next week for the next weigh-in. Bye for now.